at least one trader doesn't believe that this kind of snapback rally that we're seeing today is really going to have legs at all. So he's looking at the futures side of things to play the other side of the trade, which is the downside. So joining us now is Jeff Kilburg, the founder and CEO of KKM Financial. He's also a CNBC contributor. And Jeff, let's start off really quickly with what the trade is. We've kind of teased it by saying you don't believe the bounce, you think there's downside, and you're using the futures market to play it. What's the trade?
Well, Dom, you hear all the time about buying the dip. I want to sell the rip. So you're absolutely right. I want to utilize E-mini NASDAQ September futures, and I want to be a seller here at 18,700. Looking for a drop down to 18,400. But, Dom, I'm being mindful if we do see a continuation of this bounce, I'm going to be stopped up just 100 handles higher in the E-mini NASDAQ contract at 18,800. So I'm risking $2,000, Dom, to make 6,000. Risk reward 3-to-1 ratio.
Now, what exactly has got you a bit more pessimistic about why you think this move is to the downside coming up here? What has changed or what has not changed about the fundamental market picture?
I not necessarily have pessimism, Dom. What I have is the opportunity to look and see what's been profiting. If you look at the Mag 7 specifically, up about 30% collectively year to date. The QQQ is the NASDAQ 100, up about 10%. So after last week, which was the toughest week we have seen for the NASDAQ 100, down about 6%. That was the worst week since January of 2022. I think we're going to revisit lower as you're seeing the tech stocks, the AI darlings being utilized as an ATM. So what do people do? What do portfolio managers do when you see uncertainty and distress? You take profits where you can. So that's why I think the move continues to be lower, because volatility will persist in the NASDAQ 100.
All right. So that's going to be the point on this whole thing. Do you feel as though there's going to be a certain specific set of stocks? Is it going to be the Mag 7 that really drives the downside?
Well, I think we have to look at NVIDIA. We have to look at NVIDIA and even Meta to a certain extent. But NVIDIA coming down from 140, it went down and kissed 90, and now it's in no man's land. So I think until we see all the profit taking, all the recalibration, all this rotation trade work its way through, which we may not, Dom, for the month of September, even up until the election with uncertainty as a hangover, I think you have to be considerate. And why I want to use futures is you can use one E-mini NASDAQ 100 future. That hedges out $375,000 of tech exposure. So retail and institutional investors love to use futures as a power tool, not only to hedge and mitigate risk to the downside, but also to speculate. So that's why I want to use futures specifically to kind of capitalize on a potential move down. This is nothing catastrophic here, Dom. I'm looking for a 3 to 5% pullback here and retest those August 5th lows.
Plenty of people talking about that this afternoon. Jeff, thanks. Dom, thanks as well. We appreciate it.